Oh boy. How yellow is that picture? Oh, crazy lamp lady, go away. Okay. Hang on a second. Fiona. Oh, hang on. I'm trying to fix the picture, and I've got who'd you call it's popping in. Notifications. Okay, let's get rid of that yellow light. Okay. White, white, white light. Come on, white light. There we go. Hang on, then I'll be right there. I'm discombobulated again, but you know there's nothing unusual in that, right? Okay. And all right, so now we're going to get rid of that. We're going to go to here, and we're going to say, hello, everybody. Our only chat rules. Welcome to CLAldridgeArt. Only chat rules are, please be over the age of 17, and please be kind to one another. There we go. Now the business is out of the way. Hello, Kenneth. How are you? You have never been here before, I don't think. Welcome, welcome. I am actually quite fun. Uh, I know I've seen you over at Shalene's and various other places, and you drive a bus, right? Is that right? In the when there's kids around and going to school, and you're the guy with the ultimate patience. Hello, Melody. Welcome. Hello, Corolla. And let me pop out my chat so I can get it over where I can actually see it. Pop out the chat. Okay. Ah, there we go. Oh, hello, Melinda. And hello, everybody. This is so lovely. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, for heaven's sakes, Christine. There. Finally, I've gotten it combobulated. Hello, Carolyn. Nice to see you. And yes, it has been a long time. Oh, well, good. I'm assuming that if they're out of school, you are not having to work, but that is a big assumption because I'm assuming you only have the one job. So anyway, hi everybody. It has been so. Hey Donna, I did get the package. Are they? I have one question. Are they both for me? And or could one of them be for somebody else? Uh, and I'll just leave that mystery hanging. I love them both, so I'm perfectly happy to have them both be for me. Yes, they're both for me. Or yeah, or I love that answer. Okay, I'll decide. One for Christmas, one to wear anytime. Okay, that's what I thought. Anyway, we're going to get to that here in just a second. Hi, everyone coming in. And I just want to take a second to be or give away. No, I love them. I love them both very much. But one of them suits my wardrobe more than the other. And so I thought maybe the other could be a blessing for maybe a prize or something like that. I don't know that we'll do that today, but at some point in time. I would also like, let's actually get to that because, well, I want to wait until there's a few more people in before I say. Now, Donna, question. Yeah, exactly. Um, um, do you have an outlet where people could contact you to buy these? And if you do, I will call for that at when I show everybody what's in the bag, what's in the box. It is not Whitman's chocolate, folks. Not yet, but okay. But if somebody wanted to contact you by, say, email or something like that and buy a set, could they? Hi, Crystal. Lovely to see you, my dear. And Corolla, I adored the picture of, was that Baloo or Gizmo? The one that said, I'm sweet, give me candy. Yes and yes. Okay, all right. That's what I wanted to know. Because, hey, honey, I'm thinking about, extra income for you. All right. You sure can, but don't do it until well, I'll let's go ahead and do this right this very second. All right. So Donna contacted me and said she wanted to send me something, and I was very touched. That was Baloo. Okay. Um, and for those who are wondering, Corolla posted a picture of one of her cats on Instagram with the caption that said, I'm sweet, give me candy. And I just wanted to know. I have it. Well, yeah, but I don't know. I don't. I actually have to go look for it. Um, and I said, sure. Uh, because what am I going to say? And look at what it turned out to be, guys. Look at these beautiful little, now they're angels. And I don't know, I'm going to have to, I'm hoping that the camera, let me get autofocus. Because, I really detest autofocus most of the time, but um, they are little angels. And can you see there's the little halo, and the white bead is the little hair, and then these are his angel, or is the white bead is its focus. There you go. The white bead is its face, the wings, and then the colored bead is its body. And aren't those sweet? They are absolutely sweet. And exactly, everyone needs an angel with them sometimes. And so she sent me this beautiful pair of emerald ones. And then now I get it. There are the teal blue and the emerald greens. I get it. They are both for me. You guys will have to go buy your own from Donna. But I just love how sweet they are. Oh my goodness. And they're not heavy. Looks like good silver. And, I absolutely love these, Donna. Thank you so very, very much. Now you can put in your email address. And I also, if anybody would like to order a pair of these from Donna, you can certainly contact her directly. Or if you need her email address, just drop me a line and I'll go ahead and send one to her. And once again, I apologize that the autofocus is not going to cooperate. Let me see if I can make it cooperate. Let's see. Okay, camera. And oh, how about a little manual focus? Hey, I'm good. What can I say? So those beautiful little angels. I just love the way that the one bead makes the little halo, and they are just so sweet. They really are. I just love them. Anyway, my digs at gmail.com. Okay. My digs at gmail.com. I think I can put it in actually. I know that I've got it set so that you can't do it. Oh, GMX, not GMX. That's not Gmail? Not Gmail. Okay, so it would be mydigs@gmail.com. No, gmx.com. Like that. There you go. or the way Melinda did it, which is probably better anyway. Certainly easier to read. I absolutely love these, Donna. Thank you so very much. And I picture these going out all over the country of people wanting little angels that can be with them all the time. I just love that. And of course, they go with literally everything in my wardrobe. Everything I own, I can wear those with. All right. All right. Nan, of course, now I love that you guys loved watching this. I had such fun making this one. I really do. I feel like I owe Ellen CRIMI-TRENT just as much of a shout out as I can give her for making me believe that I could make furry little creatures with watercolor and have them come out looking like a furry little creature and not a big blob. So I think that's wonderful. Oh, US, not com. Okay, got it. Okay, so I'm supposed to. All right, forget the way I wrote it. Look at the way Melinda wrote it. Here, let me see if I can remove my own comment. I can. All right, there we go. Yeah, look at the way Melinda wrote it. She wrote it right. Thank you, Melinda. There you go. Okay, now our other Christmas elf just wandered in the room. Hello, Mousy Deb. Deb, look what arrived. Now let's talk about this. Ooh. All right. One of the things that I said, and I have not forgotten, is that as soon as I could lay my hands on more half pans, but more importantly, more gum arabic, that I would go ahead and make some sets up of the metallic watercolors that I've been making, right? These, and there's another set around here somewhere that's the brighter colors that I can't find right this very second. So I've been doing my part. I ordered some cinnamon Altoids so that I could get the tins, and I've been eating the cinnamon Altoids. Yum. And so far, I have one empty tin. But I have more cinnamon Altoids. And I will be making up some metallic watercolors using the mica pearl powder, which is what's in the ones that you get from the other places. And now I'm going to do some as gifts, and then some will be giveaways. So, yeah, they're very cool. I made these are all Daniel Smith, but I made all of these down here. And then there's another tin around here, and I can't lay my hands on it right this very second, but it has all the beautiful colors in it. No. Where did it go? Oh, they're here somewhere. I put them somewhere when I cleaned my office. Don't leave Altoid tin in car in Alabama. If cops stop you, they have to see what's inside. Well, they do make perfect storage tins for all kinds of things. That's all I'll say about that. LOL. No, no, been years. But look at this, guys. Oh my goodness. Now let me go back to something. Hang on, get the focus back. Go back to autofocus. Yes, and okay. Now this puppy here. Now I saw this over on Sean's channel, Color with Sean, and I thought, you know, that looks really cool. Oh, did you? Oh, good. Isn't it amazing? You guys, this is the most amazing book. It is 101 textures in colored pencil. Now, most, like, Jennifer Zimmerman does a book like this. I believe Helen Elliston did one. This one is, oh, okay, no problem. No problem at all, Melinda. This one is simpler, more complicated, but I mean, how could it be more complicated but simpler? Because it's broken down into 4 lessons. That's why. And it's so cool. So you go in the book and it talks about people, animals and insects, fabrics and textiles, glass, stone and ceramic, food and beverage, and nature. But when you go to do one, now obviously this guy is using Prismacolor pencils. You think you can't do that, right? You think you cannot get to here from where you start, but you can, and he shows you exactly how. Exactly how. The keys to achieving smooth skin are very sharp pencils and very light pressure. So he shows you use a yellow, then switch over to your, so here he's talking about using jasmine, the jasmine pencil in your Prismacolors. And here he's talking about using the rosy beige over the jasmine. And then adding a wash of peach over the rosy beige. And then adding a wash of goldenrod over the peach. And, a wash of burnt ochre over the goldenrod. And just so he tells you exactly where to, add the colors on top of what to give you the effect that you want. And, look, there's even the shadow under her chin. To me, this one is so much simpler to follow, mostly because it's step by step by step, and it gives you all the colors. And yeah, I am telling you what, this is, so, it talks about, sorry, I had to wet my finger and I needed it to be there. So it talks about smooth skin, aged skin. Look at this. Look at, I mean, I don't want to show his lesson, so I'm going to put my hands there. But imagine you could actually draw aged, or not draw, but color aged skin. And he shows you exactly how to do it. Straight hair. Hang on. I marked this one. Velvet. Literally, you go from some lines on the page to adding up, just a flat wash, where to darken it, until and all the steps to keep using until you get to actual velvet. It is, excuse me. This is what I get for not warming up my voice. Pine cone. Pine cone. I love it. Rough bark. Ooh. Dark chocolate. If you stop there, it would be milk chocolate. Hang on one second, guys. Oh, sorry about that. I had to take a moment to blow my nose and breathe. Oh, goodness. This one, yeah, Deb. Boy, I'll tell you what. Thank you so very much. You know, I had really just sort of stuck it on my list. Not really, you know, because so you don't want to show all the lessons because they're all copyrighted. But once I had it in my hands and got a chance to really look at it, it is just amazing. I mean, look at how you go from that dog's eye. That is just amazing. Inhaler, yeah, I know. I know. That would involve a doctor and a visit and a this and a that and the other thing. And anyway, and for those of you wondering, no, my temporary fix to the furnace did not survive 24 hours. Back to the drawing board. Thank goodness it's going to be a warm week. This is, you know, like the porcelain, how to do porcelain. And, you know, when you think about it, it really is just a matter of light and dark, you know, the shine on bottles and things like that. Where's the one that's really impressive? Clear glass, you know, how to color clear glass. And I love this one, the translucent balloons. And I just love this. I really, really love this. Polished silver, the shiny gold, coloring polished silver. It's really grays and blues. And, you know, this is exactly where to put them and how to put them in there. It's just amazing. Technically, the system flagged that statement. I think we're all adults here, and I'm going to go ahead and show it, but just want you to know that it did flag it. Yes, over the counter. Yeah, over the counter shelf. I love this one, pewter. How to color pewter. How to color copper. You know, so many of them only show us how to color gold or silver, but this is, you know, how to the colors to make up hammered brass and how to, you know, how to get there, and clay pottery, and just it's just rusted steel, you know, rusted steel, because where is it? Where is it? Hang on, let me grab it. Why can I never find anything? There it is. Which one is it now? I have one of these little pictorial books. There it is. And it's got all of this metal work in it. It's like steampunk. And, you know, every time I'd look at it, I go, well, geez, I don't really know how to color that yet. And I don't know if I want it to be, because what comes to my mind is gray metal. It would be gray. Uh, but no, I could actually color this as copper pipe. And how cool would that be? And now I know how to color it as copper pipe. Just because you're an artist doesn't mean you're born knowing this stuff. You got to learn it along with everybody else. So I could do it as rusted steel. Wet pavement. How cool is that? What about, a picture that you were coloring in a book and it was outside and you wanted to make it look like it was raining? This will show you how to do that. Brick. Brick is just get Kohinoors. Paint drips. I love that. Peeling paint. Paint drips. There's just all kinds of stuff in here. Marble. Pearl. Amethyst. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, speaking of which, shout out to my dear, dear friend, Amanda Rose Rambo of Vitruvian Art on her first solo art show. Yay. And I can say that I am the proud owner of an original Amanda Rose Rambo drawing. Hang on. Stuff that I can find. Two of them, actually. I've got this one. Ooh, I love this one. And I've got this one. And I did buy both of these from her one time when she was having a sale in her Etsy shop of her original work. And these are done with colored pencils. She's amazing. She did this one with ink tints. It's this one that got me interested in watercolor. Okay. Watercolor as steampunk metal. Okay, good. I did not know that. There are so many of us now that I don't get a chance to watch. I don't get a chance to watch some of the others very often. Plus, I don't think Laura likes me very much. What can I say? I am not everybody's cup of tea. I know that. Okay. I cannot recommend this book highly enough. There is a link to it in the description. Oh, welcome back, Melinda. There is a link to it in the description. It is just simply amazing. And I think everybody who has any interest in coloring anything should own a copy of it. I really do. I think it's that good. It surprised me. Red wine. How to color red wine. Citrus fruit. Now there are lots. I mean, that I don't want to take anything away from Helen Elliston or Jennifer Zimmerman. They are all wonderful. Everybody has a different method of learning. I like this one because it's broken down into 4 primary components. Each one is for simpler lessons, but more complex drawing, more complex items. So absolutely fascinating. And like the ocean water, that's just amazing to me, because that's just, somebody actually started out with a blank sheet and put, color in on here, and then just kept working it until they got an ocean out of it. I mean, that is just, holy cow. Cloudy skies. Raindrops. Raindrops on a window. And then these. Do you believe these are colored pencils? These are colored pencil drawings. Is that amazing or what? That one looks like colored pencil, but these other two look more like photographs. I mean, more, that one looks like a photograph, but it's a pencil drawing. It's, you can see it, that it's a pencil drawing, but it's just amazing. Anyway. That's quite a valuable little book, let me tell you what. And it's really, I don't want to say it's inexpensive, but it's about the price of a coloring book. How about that? And worth every centavo of it. Okay. So thank you so very much, Deb. Merry Christmas. And watercolors will be forthcoming. Do today, and I did want to show you one thing. I had a disaster, a absolute cat disaster. As I was working on this page, I left it open. Hello, Beth. And I had left it open on my desk to dry overnight. I had done, a little bit of it. And the cat decided that that was a good night to make my desk her bed. So not only did I wake up to cat bum prints all over my pages, but I had also left a little jar of watercolor water sitting here, colored watercolor water, in that it was not brand fresh clean. And the cat dumped it all over my desk. Wiped out one of the keyboards. And soaked my entire book. Not just this page, but all of the pages. So I started to do a video on how to bring a page back from the brink of disaster, because I am going to continue to actually color this page. So the first thing I did was I, of course, wiped off all the cat bum prints. And when I did that, I ripped the paper. So now I've had to put tape on the back of the paper because it was still too wet. And so then I decided, well, I'll put a bow on it. So of course, because of the tape on the back, the Inktense doesn't saturate exactly the same over here as it does over here where there is no tape. So I am bound to determine that I'm going to save this page, though. I will say that this is a testament, however, to Inktense, that it did not bleed. The Inktense did not bleed, because apparently it must have been completely dry by the time that that the cat dumped the water on it. And the bow, well, I've worked on the bow. It's not perfect, but it still needs another layer of color. But I had to draw it over damaged paper, and then I had to use I had to use the Inktense over the damaged parts of the paper. So the fact that it actually shows up at all and doesn't look that bad is is sort of a miracle. But I thought that I would find out from you guys, do you want me to continue with this? Or, yeah, a bow is a rescue device, absolutely. Or do you want me to work on uh, a watercolor or, or with pencils? I took some, since we are kind of close to Christmas, I took one of my little card sheets and I cut it into three. And I was thinking of just doing like some simple, showing you how to do like some simple designs for tags for your gifts. I could do that. Also, these would be like bookmarks. I could do little ornaments or, little Christmas good doohickeys or whatever. I also drew where is it? I also put my cardinals on a piece of watercolor paper so that I could color those if you wanted. And then I also have another bunny on a much larger sheet that I could do as well. Any preferences? Color with pencils, color with ink tints, color something, talk, flip through my new book for anybody who hasn't seen it. If you haven't seen it, you've been living on Mars. Have you been living on Mars? Waiting for your groceries to deliver. Aren't you spoiled? I love these are the travel size ones that are in the back of the book. So I put the mandalas back here. All right, so nobody's speaking up, so I'm going to do what I want, which is to actually work on this and talk to you guys. Cardinals would be your preference, but you'll be happy with anything. Okay. What do you think, folks? Do the Cardinals? All right, you want to do the Cardinals? That's two of you so far. Do we want to do the Cardinals? Let's see. Yeah, let me pull a copy of. Where is it? Of course, it's on the bottom. Where the heck else would it be? And of course, it's not here, is it? And it's not on the front. The Cardinals came from this coloring, from my Flowers and Flyers coloring book. And of course, I do this is, for those of you who might not have seen it, this is my Flowers and Flyers coloring book. And these are some of the birds that I've done from it. That's a Bohemian Goldwing. That's a Baltimore Oriole. And these are all done in ink tints. And this one is done with Koh-i-Noor pencils. And this one is the Western Scarlet Tanager. And this one is the Painted Bunting. Okay. Well, I have found that the best way to color cardinals is with a picture. Hang on. Let me see if I put a copy of the cardinals. My friend Sue Curry colored my cardinals. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at how cute that page is. Who did that? R. Landman. Look at how absolutely adorable. That's from Merry Christmas. Oh, Ruth Sanderson. boy, has everybody seen Ruth Sanderson's Christmas books, coloring Christmas books? Oh my goodness, she is amazing. Okay, so I want to go to me. And I want to see if I put in a copy of the Cardinals. I just want to figure out I just want to see. That was Inktober 2 years ago. Whoops. Oh, surely I did. Hang on a second. I apologize. I will. If it's not here, it's in my laptop, and I have no way to get to it without, a whole heck of a lot of folderol. Well, let's do this. Wait. All right, here is where I was actually drawing flowers and flyers. Sue did it at Christmas time. There it is. Oh, look at what Sue Curry did with these, guys. Are they not amazing? Whoops, I can't hardly see that. Are they not amazing or what? Okay, so they are primarily red. All right. I want to keep that right there. Okay. We are going to color these with the absolutely fantastic Christmas gift that Shara Craig sent me. Now, Shara did contact me earlier today, and she is having a luncheon with the girls, Christmas luncheon. Yeah, Sue just did a terrific job on those. There is just no getting around that. But then she always does. I wish it would. Why won't it hold like that? Does anybody know? I guess it's probably. I want to hold it up there like that. Okay, so it's just basically all red. Okay. So I love these pens, in case you have any doubt. These are the Real Brush pens. And let's go for it. Let's go for it. The worst thing that can happen is that we won't like it, right? Here, oh, do you know? Fix my focus. Fix the focus, Christine. Always fix the focus. I think that's in focus, isn't it? Looks like it. Well, no, it's probably not. Oh, it is. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do this one first. And actually, I'm going to take remember the lessons. I'm trying to remember the lessons that I learned when I did this. Let me grab a really quick Let me grab a little jar of water. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, so here's a little jar of water. And the reason why I want that is because this is watercolor paper. And so I want to be able to make it wet. And actually, I guess it doesn't really matter if I go over his eye or not. Although I probably shouldn't. But the pens aren't quite as intense if it's a little bit wet first. That's a hair. Okay. There we go. And they don't blotch, they don't get blotchy if you do it with a little bit of water first. Sorry, I should not. Screenshot, then zoom in photo gallery. Okay. Even on my phone, because I don't have photo, well, I don't know. I might. That's okay. It is, the thing about it is it won't, because I've got it set so that it goes off. Actually, this can just, you can just do the whole thing, Christine. Just do the whole little guy. See, now, unfortunately, when I do this, I'm not paying good enough attention to chat. Okay. See how you can, it just sort of gives you a little more control if it's a little bit wet first. Even though there's more than plenty of water in the brush pens themselves. So I'm just covering them all over in red. And this one is the male, at least in my drawing. I drew him as the male. The birds look pretty much the same, the male and the female. The real difference between the two of them, of course, is their coloring. Okay. Your brush pens. You know, it really is sort of true, Deb. You're absolutely right. It is hard to make time to use every coloring supply. You have some that you just sort of naturally gravitate to, others that, maybe you haven't learned how to use well yet. So you shy away from them. I've certainly got a ton like that. Um, okay, so now I've got the red in there. What's next? Okay. All right, she did that. She did that really red as well, his beak and everything. So, but the other, the down. Okay, so that's the. I'm glad I swatched these. Okay, let's look at the swatches and see. So that blush red is what I think I want, the blush red or the rosewood. Let's try the rosewood, the A160. So, rosewood. So let's use that for our shadow. Color. No, Christine, not very good. This is much easier when I have a photograph on the big screen. Okay, now what I want is I'm going to take my water brush, this one, and work a little bit of that in so that it fades. Okay, just like that. Oh, I'm liking that. You're doing reverse collage in America book, but unfinished 2 or 3 double. Only finished. Okay, so you're doing the. Okay, see now I hold myself to only doing coloring stuff. I have actually, other than the diamond painting that I'm working on as my personal hobby, I'm going to go maybe, although I don't know. I was going to go down the same road that Anne has gone down, and that is to, not do diamond painting stuff on the air and all of that, because until and unless I have, my own work adapted to diamond paintings, it just doesn't really fit with the whole message about, my art and my channel and all of that kind of good stuff. So, but I am definitely not going down the collage road. Although I absolutely love it. Bye, Corolla. Thank you so very much for coming. And you have a wonderful Christmas. And don't forget that I will be here on Christmas Day as well. I'm not certain of the time. It'll just be a sort of, when I get here. Because I know that there are going to be some other people also who are streaming Christmas Day. So I keep thinking I want to make room for Mickey because she's new and her new channel. So I'm just adding a little bit of color in. Now I got to figure out I've lost my my light was so, there it is. Okay. So now what I want to do is sort of just pull that down a little bit. So that's one of his neck rings. And here is another one of his neck rings. Remember that we're only going for impressions. It doesn't have to look realistic. We're just putting in impressions of things. So I'm really just going one direction, picking up my brush at the end of each stroke and dabbing as opposed to rubbing. I know it looks like I'm rubbing back and forth, but I'm really just dabbing. Oh, he's looking good. I am loving the way that these work. I really am loving the way that these Arteza brush pens work. Because either I'm blind or that actually looks good. Okay, now. Hi, Sue. Nice to see you. And I'm losing people in the audience. Oh no. Come back, people. Come back. Is somebody on that I know about? Somebody on over me again? Okay. Oh no, I've lost it. There it is. See, what I love about what Sue did is her background and stuff like that. Okay. All right, so it was fairly close to the edge. What it is I've lost all my own lines as to where my bird was. So I'm just, once again, going for the impression of that wing. And I can add in some more detail on that later. I'm just wanting to throw in a little bit of that. Just once again, sort of brushing away the harshness of those lines. Okay. That'll do. Okay, and we want to brush just a tad up from this direction. And because that would be where his body sort of curves under and the log is putting a shadow on his belly. Or the branch he's standing on. Okay. Looking good. All right, now let's do a black eye. And then a cardinal has a, sorry. Has like a black mask. And I think, oops. I'm trying to remember what the coloring is. Hi, Sue. How are you? You want to confess that you slept late till 10 this morning. Makes me feel guilty. Oh, I am at a point now where my sleep schedule is all messed up again. So I feel you. I know exactly what you're talking about, Deb. It does. It feels like you're being decadent, except that in my case, it's because I haven't gone to bed in any kind of a timely fashion. I'm trying to be really fine with the tip of the pen as I'm going around the outside of this to hopefully try and preserve a little bit of a feathery effect. Okay, now I want to take the actual red. Well, actually, no, I don't. I want to use a lighter shade. Let's try the let's try. Yeah, I'm going to try the punch pink, even though it is, you wouldn't think of it, because what I want is for a slightly orange underlayment under his beak. Uh-oh. See, that black is just amazing. It just wants to bleed, doesn't it? Let's see if no, I can't push it back with that. I have to push it back with a drier brush. Okay. So now I want the Payne's gray, or actually, no, let's go with the rosewood again. But let's make it very, very, very subtle. And then, whoops, now I don't want that one. Now I do want this one. Just want to soften that line up. Trying to stay away from that black because I know it's gonna bleed into this red. That should always be the last color you add. And I screwed up by adding it too soon. Yeah, the black really pops, and I unfortunately it looks like I got a little bit of it in his eye, and I shouldn't have. But it can't all be perfect. Or actually, it could be, but it's not. In my world, it's rarely perfect. All right, so let me grab the Payne's gray, or I could use any of these, really. Smoke gray, but I'm going to use the Payne's gray because it, I think, will give me more of that sort of purpley effect. Of his little crest. I mean, it's one of those little subtle effects, but. And I can also use it in his mouth. There we go. See, that's what I was aiming for, is you know, kind of having it be a light, slightly different shade. Just trying to be a little bit subtle about the sort of the downward feathers. Another reason to use Payne's gray. It's a perfect shadowing color. So it's always a good color to outline with. If you want just that little extra bit of definition. What do you think? He's looking really good on camera. Does he look, Yeah, Posca to the rescue. I don't know that I have it that that I could get it that subtle to go in that little spot, but I could try. Not with the Posca, but with now this does fade, which I kind of want it to. This is calligraphy ink, Winsor & Newton calligraphy ink, and it is not water soluble, or it is, sorry, water soluble. I just shake it a little bit, and then I'm going to pick the absolute finest detail brush that I have, which is like two hairs and a breath. Because what I really want to do is just get it a little gray. There we go. Oh, I don't know that you can actually see that, but let me see if I can get you down there. No, that is as far as it's going to go. So, there. Can you see it? Yeah, well, that's because I just fixed it. I just fixed it with the, yeah, okay, see where I just put in the little bit of gray? It was because I had completely lost his eye to the black. So, right there kind of gives it back a little bit. See how that does. Okay, let's move on to her. I'll add feet and the branch later, but so far I think he's looking pretty good. We may need a little bit more of the, oops, sorry, the Payne's Gray. Over there to sort of make the I love him. I love him. I love him. We need to now see. I'm going to end up tweaking him a little. I need some more of the just a little bit more. I want to stay the heck away from that black. Just want to pull a little bit of shadow down. I think that'll look better once it dries. Well, actually, now that it's wet, I can add some more color to it. And it won't be nearly as yes. Wanted to add the shadow of his little chin. I keep trying to get a picture of my poor Bachelorette Cardinal. It's both red and tan. Well, you can tell, okay, here is the difference between a female. So you don't know if it's a male or a female. Is that what you're saying? Or it's a bachelor? You don't know. Yeah, is that what you're saying? They, well, they mate for life, is my understanding. And so if they lose their mate, that's it for them. But you can always spot the female because she's brown. Females are brown like that. They're just sort of uninteresting looking, actually. But we can make ours a little more interesting looking. Okay. So we're going to start out by doing the same sort of exercise of wetting the area of the bird. In this particular case, there seems to be a little bit of pink on this brush. Okay. All right, now. Ooh, bacon. Bacon? What? Bacon. Yum. Oh, it may be. Who's eating bacon? Move you up a little bit so that I've got room to actually see. All right, now, okay, what kind of colors do we want? Well, let's go with a pale peach to begin with, which is this one, I believe. Oh, well, now actually, we could, let's go with a cantaloupe. 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 Yeah, that's a good color. So this is sort of a yellow. It's really a very, very light, fruity orange color. But it's a good underlayment for browns. Once again, I'm really only going one direction, and the paper is very damp. The watercolor paper. Hang on. Uh-oh, that's a little bit better. What in the world? What in the world happened there? What did I do? Had to have been me. I did something. whatever it is, you can usually get it off with a little water. Okay. Sorry, I'm not. Oh, for heaven's sakes. I'll be right back. I seem bound and determined to want to succumb to this tickle in my throat. Stop tickling. Okay. All right, now we want her to be brown, but I want her to be kind of like a ginger brown. So let me pull the ginger. Okay, that's this one. But on the other hand, let's see if I can get that. This is back to the cantaloupe. Now this is where you can see if they'll actually blend together themselves. And of course they do really well. These Arteza real brush pens. I should point out that I am using the Arteza product. And they're wonderful. Okay. So there is part of that. Uh-oh. Drop the cap. Okay. So once again, we're going to go here. Just leaving a little bit of a highlight. Back to the now there's going to be a different brown as well that goes with this. I am not being very entertaining today, am I? I'm going to save being entertaining for Christmas Day's broadcast. How about that? Yeah, that's pretty funny. Okay, so I'm just going sort of around here. I sure appreciate all of you that are here today. I know that there are a ton of people that are just doing so much Christmas shopping and, or last minute stuff, that are traveling. Oh my goodness, all the people that are traveling, please be safe. I know my friend Sue right now, Sue Curry, is on the trip of a lifetime. She and her husband took a cruise, a 10-day cruise to Hawaii and back. So, all right, now I want to go with a slightly more golden tone. So I'm going to go with the sunset yellow. That's honey. And so this one should be the sunset yellow. In fact, it is. Okay. So I wanted this to be a little more golden. And so I'm adding yellow over the top of it. To see if it won't be. Because otherwise, she's coming out a little too orange for me. And she's not supposed to be orange. She's supposed to be sort of a drab brown. Beiges and browns. But I can't tell her that. Because she wants to be pretty. Whoops. Just getting this sort of a little wet. In preparation for adding some of the darker color. Christine, talk. Well, I don't know why, and I don't understand. I usually I can talk and do this at the same time, right? You are over Christmas, ready for folks to return to their normal, nasty, unfake self. Aw, come on. We're supposed to be in the 20s. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm sorry, Melinda. That's what you get for living in Minnesota. Because you get beautiful summers, though, right? Please tell me you get beautiful summers. Okay. And all right, now some ginger. I am going to put, well, actually, no, I want this to be dark because it's completely in shadow under this tree. I say dark, but this is actually the lightest of the browns. Okay. So we're going to let her dry a little bit because, of course, maybe that's not a good idea because, of course, the female may be more drab, but she's harder to color. That's not the color I want. Coffee, is that what I'm doing? Coffee, no, walnut brown. No, chocolate. Chocolate is what I want. I want chocolate. Oh, absolutely chocolate. That's walnut. No. No walnut. Chocolate, please. That would be coffee. That would be tawny. That would be chocolate. Thank you. Okay. Definitely must go with some water. Voila. So if you want your color out of the Arteza brush pens to come out more subtle, then wet the paper first. Now these are true watercolor brush pens. So they are, of course, they perform best on watercolor paper. There we go. Oh. See what I mean? How it just sort of blends so beautifully. Okay. And then this is also kind of shadowy. I'm going to turn the card over or the thing over for a second. And because this guy here, he's shadowing our little girl with his body. I don't want to go too far with it. Right? Oh, loving it. Okay. Now let's grab this is the sunset yellow. See if we can't fade some of that out just a tad. Okay. She's looking pretty good. If she gets even darker wings, but I think that I can do that with the chocolate brown alone once it's dry. Your mood is usually good this time of year because of all the days off. Nothing to do with Christmas. Absolutely. Well, hello, Kim T. How are you? And hi, Katie. How are you, my dear? Oh, it's so good to see you. I think I missed you coming in or going out, or I know you weren't here last week, but and how's your daughter doing, Katie? She feeling okay? Katie's daughter had to have some surgery earlier this week, so she was at home recovering, I do hope. Okay, yeah, I'm liking it. I need to take a quick pause for the cause, everybody. And while that dries just a tad, and go get rid of a little of this coffee I've been gulping down. I'll be right back. Oh, hang on, I should put this up here. There we go. We're off to feed the dragon. Well, now that was not what I intended to do. That was not what I intended to do. Okay. Ah, that's so much better. Good. Very, very glad to hear that she is recovering nicely. And I did not mean to let that out of the bag, honey. I didn't know if it was confidential or not. I mean, obviously, emergency surgery for something as serious as a gallbladder is. Anyway. Okay. So now we've got our little girl looking pretty good. We need to perhaps give her some more detailed feathery details. Okay, this is the chocolate. So I'm gonna and I'm really just sort of shaking the pen, and then occasionally letting it touch. The thing to make the little feather strokes. Oh, okay, good. I'm glad that you see. I did not see it on, which is why I didn't understand when you said you probably saw it. And I'm like, no, I didn't see. And the reason is because I am just absolutely awful at actually looking at IG or at Twitter. I know I should do better. Now, there is actually a part of her wing that originally went down here. So I'm just going to add it in. Okay. Sort of hinting that there are okay. Okay, now um sorry about that. I've gone quiet on you again as I'm concentrating here. Okay, now what I want to do is try and put a little bit of shadow in right in that area. So you wet it first and then put down the color, it'll fade in. Now, I do believe See, it's really hard to lift color off. I wanted to try and see if I could lift a little of the color off there. Just where it's most so that she looks like she has a little bit of definition, or a little highlight. I don't know if I can. This is the sunburst yellow. Just want to, brighten her up just a tad, because she's kind of dull looking. No obligation to read IG, LOL. Plus, it happened over your mini break. That's true. For those that don't know, I unplugged for, from Sunday to what was it, Thursday, I think. And just to sort of, pretty much what I did is I just watched other stuff. TV, movies, some YouTube channels that were not art related, that type of thing. And of course, I did try to fix my furnace. It was a no-go in the long run. It did quit again, so we'll have to try something new. Okay. Next thing is her beak. Let's see how Sue handled her beak. See, she made it. The reason why I rely on what Sue Curry might have done here with my drawing is because I know that Sue looks at reference photos when she goes to color something. And see, like, I should have left her belly a lot whiter, but I didn't. But it is a red beak as well. So rinse and repeat. We're going to do the what color is that? Punch pink. And we're waiting, and we're going to do the black or the brown, actually. I think it's brown on her. Having learned my lesson from this one, I'm going to wait to do the eye. Okay. Wait to do the eye until we're done. I did. I needed a few days to just try and figure out some things, some things for going forward, and how I want to proceed, and stuff like that. But the bottom line is the news is good. I am going forward. I am going to proceed with my channel, with my art, with all of that. Generally we get to the end of a year, in my case, a fiscal year, and we look back and we say, can I feasibly do this? Okay, now, so we've got that. Now let's do, we need the black again. Is it black? Did she use black? Or did she use brown? Oh, look at that. There is no, oh, there is one backward mask, but it is black. Okay, good. That's what I wanted. There is one backward mask, but it's not supposed to nearly be that prominent, but that's okay. She's sort of giving him the side eye. Like, I don't know. This actually needs to be. There's something wrong with this one, and I don't know what it is. Just trying to be very careful cutting this in. Because black is such a strong color. Okay. And, oh, Kenneth, have a wonderful weekend. And Feliz Navidad to you as well. And have a wonderful break and all of that kind of good stuff. It's always wonderful to see you, Kenneth. Okay, now, she actually has a much narrower band. Now, when I drew this, I also had a reference photo. So, pretty certain about the drawing part. And I got most of it right. There we go. So that is, she's looking pretty good. And bye, Sue. Bye, Sue Gaines. Okay. And to all of the people who have left, thank you so much for being here. And hopefully I will see you on Sunday. No, on whatever day Christmas is. Wednesday. To me, it's just another working day. I mean, I do sort of have a ritual. I usually wake up and eat and have some coffee, call my friend Carol. Okay. All right, so there we go with her. Oh my goodness, it's 3:58, so I should probably hurry up, right? Okay, so let's see here. Let's find a different brown. Let's try the walnut brown. Walnut brown. What are our two browns? We'll go with the tawny and the walnut. Oh, maybe, no, not the coffee. I want the walnut. Yep, tawny and the walnut. And we are going to make some. I don't want to run over Jo Beth because, you know what, I ran over her last week. And does anybody know, is she on? Is Jo Beth actually going to stream today? With Christmas happening, I don't know how many people are or aren't. So, okay. So not ready. Yeah, exactly. It is. It's upon us, and there's just not a darn thing we can do about it. All right. So this is the tawny, which is sort of a lion's mane brown. I would call it dark taupe, but that's not nearly as fun sounding as read Sue's message. Starting a coloring and craft channel after the first of the year, Lord help me, LOL, on a feature. Oh, terrific. Absolutely, Sue. Absolutely. Glad to hear it. Okay, so now we're going to, what will the name of your channel be? Do you know? I'm just adding some dark down here to the bottom of the branch. Add a little more water. Sort of working it up just a bit. Trying to be fairly quick because we're out of time. And because they're little claw feet, I need to add their little claw feet around the, gripping the branch, but I don't want to do that while it's wet. But that sort of gives you an idea of a couple of quick cardinals. Cording on a branch and waiting for some. I'll add some greenery and some berries and some good stuff in there. So is that okay? Did you mind that I did? That's my own work. I mean, so this is an original design. I could actually license this one. Oh, maybe a diamond painting or a card or they're probably not good enough for that, but yeah, they're definitely not good enough for that right now. But they look really good on my screen. They look much better on my screen than they do in person, I do have to say. So hopefully they look fairly good on your screen, and maybe not because my screen is so small now. Anyway, I know that Jo Beth started or will start has started, might start. Does anybody know? And that my 2 hours is up. What I'm doing is I'm dithering because like my brain won't seem to, there we go, won't seem to work toward that, which is zooming out. There we go. Zooming out so you can see the clutter on my desk. Don't see the clutter on my desk. Look at the pretty birds on my desk. So your husband is wrapped more. Aww. And he more than me, and usually he doesn't wrap. Well, it's nice that he's stepping in to help, though, Crystal. And yeah, to all of you who have not yet wrapped your presents and done all of that kind of stuff, I have 2 words: gift bags. Gift bags. Don't worry about wrapping. Gift bags. Go. Well, I'm sure the dollar store stocked up and has some, but gift bags definitely. Buy them throughout the year. And I stopped wrapping Christmas presents a long time ago. It's all about the gift bag and a little tissue paper, and that's it for me. Which is one of the reasons why I'm so thrilled that Amazon sends everything in these nifty gift bags. You see, Amazon is smart. It's all about let's not hire wrappers. Let's just buy gift bags. Sure, they cost a little more, but they save us so much time. We'll make it up in volume. Anyway, thank you. Sorry. Thank you so very much for being here with me today and watching me do the little cardinals. And once again, thank you so much to Deb for the absolutely fabulous 100 textures in colored pencil, and the mix for the glitter watercolors for you guys. Stop. Breathe. Oh, you'll know what I mean. And thank you so much to Donna Durham. Don't forget that, and I'll put in a link to her email in this video description. Donna, I'm not sure. Normally I would come on at 2, but Mickey Sunshine Craft was here a couple of weeks ago, and she announced that she was going to stream on Christmas Day at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I thought that I would just be nice and you know, it's not my regular day, so I would pick a different time. I'm thinking either before or after her. So I'm thinking maybe I'll come on at noon. We'll see how it goes. Noon would be 9 Pacific time. Noon would be 9 Pacific time. And see how it feels. You also do polymer clay stuff? Okay, well, we need to get you an Etsy shop or something like that. Pictures, lots of pictures. Anyway, guys, I'm about to choke to death. And I do need to go blow my nose again. Um, it's that time of year. What can you say? So thank you very much for being here. And until we meet again, please color something pretty in any one of my books. And hugs to everybody. Melinda, as always, thank you so much. Katie, all of my mods, all of you guests, thank you so much for coming and spending time with me. You really are the people that keep me going. So, bye, everybody.